They have confirmed to the committee, the both of them, that is Mr. Keba Boja and Ms. Fatou Dran. They have both confirmed that no such meeting was held. They deny the existence or the occurrence, rather, of a meeting. And three, they have each stated that your testimony cannot be correct. What do you have to say?
Counsel, the way I see it is like we are just trying to support. But from what we read here, from the report of the field, their own report stated that there was a meeting.
Can you direct us to that, please, so that we can be refreshed about what report you're talking about?
That was the
Secretariat, RS34.
report. They submitted.
We will proceed to show your two documents. You can confirm or. The Secretariat can also show the witness FD4. If FD4 is not accessible, I can give you the cross reference of RS. RS 39. 34 and 39.
Yes,
34 is 39 rather is the same as FD4. It's submission of part of drama. Yes, either FD4 or RS39. If both are not available, I could still give you MOJ process. Chair, once I get the go ahead, when the committee is on the same page, the witness would like to point out where where it's basically. Yeah, even. Mr.
I mean the second paragraph. Upon the orders
of which one? RS 34 or RS 39?
34.
RS 34, second paragraph.
Second paragraph.
Go on.
Upon the orders of the commission, when Mr. Frank left, a meeting was convened by the commissioner. Please vote on the parents.
Okay.
Because the thing is, when you first asked, I told you there was no meeting, but the first meeting is the second paragraph.
Yes.
It led me to believe that there was a meeting.
But you are not in that.
My name is not even mentioned.
Your name is, in fact, mentioned RS39. Same report. However, you would observe that RS39 was when they just came back from the field. Can you see it? They went to the field on the 1st of October, returned on the 5th, presumably.
It lasted for 5 days. We even discussed it.
You did, and just to refresh the record, going back to my calendar, further discuss it again, right? It was in 2018.
Yes.
The 1st of October was a Sunday.
Yes.
They returned on the 6th of October. And the report was submitted on the 10th of October. So that means that they returned, they had a weekend, they had a Monday to compile the report, and they submitted the report on the Tuesday. Hold on. Things are having some technical distraction. All right, so we're back. From their testimony, no such meeting happened. However, you have plugged it in one of the reports. I will refer you to RS39. Can we just read those two paragraphs before team one?
Staff of the Commission of Inquiry, together with some staff from the Office of the President, that's the People Control Unit, 4 cashiers from the Accountant General's Office, as well as an auctioneer embarked on a 5-day trip around the country to auction baby tractors that were identified and parked at various police stations on the orders of the Commission of Inquiry. The process started on the 1st of October 2018 and lasted for 5 days. 2 teams, Team 1 and Team 2, were constituted to conduct the exercise and were dispatched to different parts of the country. Team 1 was led by the Assistant Secretary to the Commission, Sekeba Abuja, while Team 2 was led by another Assistant Secretary to the Commission, Mr. Ram.
So you can see initially the report does not make mention of the meeting, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, for some reason, the report is reproduced months later. Several months later, the report is reproduced and beefed up a bit. Now, by this time, both teams had returned, and they had included as well the extra activity they had undergone, which is the vehicle sale. The first one only took care of the tractor sale. The second one consolidated both the vehicle and tractor sale. You can see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, back to your testimony, to the fact that your assistant mentioned the fact that no such meeting was held. What do we do about that?
Country, I said it at the beginning that there was no meeting, no meeting was held. But you explained to me that if there was a meeting, then you read the paragraph. This is what the second paragraph says. This is the reason why I told you that I was not part of that meeting. Because I was,
So a meeting did occur from the recollection of the two. However, what they said is the meeting you are referring to did never occur. But a meeting did occur. And that meeting, yes,
yes, sorry, the phone was ringing. I thought it was off, but it was short. Yeah.
Did you get what I said, or should I restate it? No problem. My issue is that we're discussing a meeting, and it's a very contentious point because we need to understand where the orders came from to review. While your assistants deny a meeting between them and the commissioner, they don't deny the existence of a meeting, or rather the occurrence at the time of a meeting. But their recollection is that it was your interface with the commissioner, and then you instructed. What is your recollection?
Don't really, like I said, during my video. I am not aware of any meeting or conflict.
Both your assistants remarked that the instructions came from.
They can say that today, but that's not it.
That was not the case.
No, okay.
Are you saying that they are both wrong?
Yeah.
Are you also saying that they both lied on the oath?
That's what I want to believe. That's what I want to believe, because the instructions are not coming from me if there was any meeting of any sort.
Is it a yes or no? Are they both lying on the oath?
Oh, yes.
They are lying on the oath. I would take this opportunity to remind you that you are on the oath. And you are saying that they lied about a meeting. Yes or no?
I said I am not aware of any meeting that was convened. This is what I said.
And they said that a meeting.
Testimony. Until then, sorry, you brought my attention to the second paragraph. When I read it for the second or third time, then I said yes, indeed there was a meeting after the fact. This is what I said.
And your recollection was that there was no meeting.
Nothing.
You know, I want to
There
give.
maybe there was a meeting.
Perhaps let me give you an opportunity here. And you know, a meeting could be different in different forms. A meeting could be yourself walking into a conversation with the commissioner, and you are directed. A meeting could be a sitting of the commission. Within a sitting of the commission varies the order to put a hold on the sales and continue. That could also be a meeting. A meeting could also be your conception meeting, or rather when you resume the first meeting you had. All of those could be the meeting. So I'm giving you another opportunity before we go any further to try and recall whether such a meeting where sales were discussed.
Refer to unfair tax.
So it's your. Sorry, what do you mean by refer to unfair tax? I'm talking about you and the commission and the order for practice and details to be sold.
Council, I said it where the order gave that call to write a letter. To send the letters to the media house. I said this. The letters were for the same.
My question is in relation to a meeting where practice day, the recommencement of practice day was discussed. And I am not trying to pester you with this question. In fact, I'm trying to offer you an opportunity to try and report whether in fact such a meeting occurred. Because what we are faced with here is we have three witnesses. Two are saying one, and one is saying the other. Now, of course, it will be beneficial for you to know that common sense would dictate that you take what the majority say over the minority. However, the minority can make a compelling account of what occurred. So that's why I'm giving you the opportunity to give us a full picture of what occurred. Maybe whatever you say is what the committee will believe that to the committee. But it's imperative that I give you the opportunity.
If at all that the meeting was held regarding the communication of this year, I would have been there, Council.
You would have been
I would
there.
have been part of that meeting.
Yes, but you had clearly told us the last time we came is that because the activities of the commission were running concurrently, it was not wise for you to be at the field. So you had to run the hearing, which was more important. And I agreed with you that indeed the hearing perhaps needs the substantive secretary at her desk, because you are to serve the commission, and the commission was holding a hearing. And that you accounted for why you were not at the sale, which made sense. And I believe the committee took that as the gospel. So now you cannot come and circle back and say you were not there. So that even shows that you are not aware.
Can I come in still?
Please.
I'm not
please,
sure
please.
whether there were meetings for that particular meeting. If there was minutes of that any time, my name should have been there as one of the attendees of that meeting.
And who would
Was
provide?
there any minutes for that meeting?
I believe that that question should come from me. Was there any minutes for that meeting?
I am confused. This is why
I am also confused. This
Yes.
is why I'm asking. Mr. You see, we were not there. You cannot ask the commission, rather the committee, or counsel to the committee whether there are minutes. You were the secretary.
The thing is, I want to believe that if a meeting was held, if really a meeting was held, minutes should have been developed at that time. And there you can tell whether I was part of that meeting or not.
Let's take a step back. How were meetings held at the commission?
The chair will inform me.
And then?
And the meetings were always between me and the commissioner.
The meetings were always between you and the commission.
Yes.
In
Especially
fact,
when the need arrived for me to send out correspondence or whatsoever. This is what I said during my last testimony, that I need to report to the commission on a daily basis with my diary.
So in fact, your two assistants confirmed that the meetings were between you and the commission. They in fact confirmed that. And you have just stated that your meetings were between you and the commission. Now, I'm not trying to confuse you here. I'm not trying to insinuate that the meeting occurred. The meeting that we were talking about previously occurred. Your assistant confirmed that meetings were between the secretary and the commission, the commissioners rather. And it was the secretary who would then subsequently advise the secretariat on what to do. As it should be. As it should be. So, having said that, since the meetings are between you and the commissioner, it would be strange for a meeting to be held with your subordinate and the commission, correct?
Councillor, I cannot recall any meeting that was held between me and the commissioner, together with my regarding the well, I come to.
And I've stated again and again that your assistant did not confirmed rather to the committee that no such meeting where they were present occurred. All the meetings they gave testimony on are meetings where you and the commissioner hold, and then you brief them later. It's funny. Council is very funny.
I said it during my last testimony that they had no meeting. And we referred to the second paragraph of the report.
Yes.
And I have to read it about 2 times. And after the second time, I agree that as per this paragraph, indeed there was no meeting. But I was referred to the meeting.
Now we are at loggerhead because your assistant, both of them, mentioned that it was you who had the interface with the commissioners. They are not sure whether it's in a meeting or not, but what they are sure of is that you gave them instructions. Now, let's focus on the instructions and leave the meeting for a second. Did you give them instructions about the tractors and the
No, sir.
So who gave
But
them
I was
those?
also taking, the instructions that I received regarding the correspondence to the country media houses.
So who gave them their instructions then?
I don't see, because most of the time they don't, the instructions that they receive, they are not coming from me, but rather from the Youth Council and the Commission.
Is that, do you stand by that evidence?
Yes, sir.
So is your evidence that your assistants were acting on their own initiative, or is your evidence that they were getting their instructions from later? We need that to be clear.
Thank you. Just look at their report. Just look at the two reports. Were they addressed to me? They were not.
You were copied
In the second one.
in the first one.
The first one, correct. Yes. But was it handed over to me?
Are you seriously asking me that question?
No. This is how I saw it. It was copied to me, yes. I said it here. But it was not even handed over to me.
Okay. Let's scrutinize that statement. Who is the master of all the records? You are the executive secretary, correct?
Yes.
And you control every single file in the commission, correct?
I do.
So let me ask, can something be filed without your knowledge?
I was not deciding.
But can something be filed without your knowledge?
Incoming mails, they are coming without me.
And they would be dispersed without you knowing.
No.
They would have to come to you first. You are the first stop.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would then minute it to whoever it's going to. Right? You know, if you were somebody who watches football, I would say you are the playmaker. Because you are the one who receives. And wherever it needs to go, you deliver. Correct? So you can't tell this committee that copies were not given to you, because you are the custodian of copies of documents, Ms. Sarr. It will not add up if the secretary of the commission wishes to tell the committee that she did not see a document that was copied to her. Any comment?
I said it here about 2 to 3 times that the copy was
Oh, you are on the oath. Just take it as if you are always touching the Quran. So you don't need to physically do
But
it.
I just wanted to do it one more time. Please, what I'm saying.
So indirectly, you're telling me to believe that what the others are saying are lies. And you know, lying to this committee is an offense.
I know.
And contempt can reserve you a couple nights
I won't tell you.
in the former president's hotel. Here you can see one more of his assets.
That's the doctor's fate.
Exactly. So that's the same fate that lies lies with your assistant if it is found that both Ms. Fatu Drame and Mr. Keba Bojang lied to the committee. Contempt proceedings would ensue.
But again, comes to you cannot say here that I lied to the committee.
Let's get that correct. I have never.
I didn't see a copy of the report that was issued to me.
I have never alleged that you are lying. What I said rather is, it would be a hard pill to swallow to believe that the secretary did not see a document. Because you are administrator, aren't you not?
Yeah.
You know that the file goes to the administrator first when it's received from your record. So it will be received by your records officer. Perhaps they will be the first people to see it. But of course, the records officer has no authority to go through the content. They will just look at the addressee and confirm that they are the addressee, and then remit it to you, who would then do the needful. Wherever the document needs to be needs to be delivered, you ensure that it goes. That is the understanding of the committee of how the administration should function. Are you telling us it was otherwise?
I want to believe that it might have been an oversight.
Yes, but you see, your assistant did not want to believe. They stated unequivocally. So if you want to believe, then your testimony is a bit shakier than your assistant, because they gave us unequivocal evidence that instructions came from you. You were copied on all reports. And in fact, Ms. Sarr, the last time you came before the committee, you had mentioned that you prompted them on Monday to ask them, where is the report? Now you want the committee to believe.
Yes, I said that.
Yes, I do remember. By the way, I remember very well. I have a very good memory. And what I remember was you telling the committee that you went to them to ask them, where is the report?
I did.
And the next day, they delivered the report. Now you want the committee again to believe that you asked for a report on a Monday. On a Tuesday, it was submitted. 7 years later, you are telling a committee that you did not see that document. That is quite convenient.
My response to that was, I saw my own copy when we are packing, our files to handle it.
That is your response.
This was my response.
Now my question is, do you want the committee to believe that you asked for a document on Monday? Sorry, can you take that again? Our last response, please. What was your last response to the question on your last sitting?
What I said was, I said I saw my own copy. What we are trying to pack all the records and everything to hand them over to the Minister of Justice. This is what I said here.
Is that fine?
I don't know whether it was during the first day of my testimony or the second or the third, but I said it here.
Okay. That's fine. I'm not.
And I had to keep my own copy. I photocopied it and put.
All right. So what I am struggling to believe or to reconcile in my head, and what I want to lay down for the committee unequivocally, to be very clear, you asked for a document from your junior, your subordinate, on Monday. They asked you to give them some time. Perhaps they told you today it will be ready, or they told you tomorrow we'll submit.
They said they will submit
that day.
No, that's the only answer that we give. Yes, we'll submit our.
All right. Did you tell them that it was time bound? What prompted you to ask them in the first place?
Because they were in the office.
They were in the office with you, so you asked them what? Okay, you see, Ms. Sarr, it's only somebody who instructs somebody to do something that will ask for a report for that thing. Do you understand that? That's why your testimony is very difficult to swallow. You're telling the committee that you did not instruct them. So what authority did you have for them to report to you? You did not instruct them. Let the person that instructed them report to them.
We are together. They left for the sales. Obviously, when they come back, ask them.
It's also obvious that the person who instructed them to go for the sale would be the one they will report to. Yes.
Instructed to go for the sale?
Yes.
No, thank you. With all due respect, I was not the one. That's...
I don't think you're listening to my question.
Okay.
Should I proceed?
Yes. Yes.
My question. The committee, and certainly myself, we are trying to reconcile the event. You would agree with me that it's only somebody, a superior, who instructs a junior that can request for a report to be given to them. Because you have, not you, but a superior instructs a subordinate to carry out an activity. Correct? Who is that subordinate supposed to report?
Their reporting line should have been the secretary.
Did you send to file?
No, I did.
I mean, right now, do you have any?
No.
Nobody else can deliver anything to you?
He said this is from my office.
You need to sign some documents.
Some documents.
Official documents.
Official.
Okay, we can give you just 2 minutes to do that.
But
yes, Honorable Chair, if
you need to go through it and explain it.
Okay, we will stand down.
Before we stand down, this point is pressing, and I am on the run. I don't want to slow down. Thank you, Honorable Chair. Thank you. So, can you answer that question, or do you want me to repeat it? The chair came and slowed me down. Anyway, my question is, when a superior instruct a subordinate, what should obtain?
They should carry out that instruction.
And then?
But that was not the case.
And then, let's not go to your...
They should carry out the instruction and report back.
Thank you. And should they report back to another superior, or to that specific superior who gave them the instruction?
This is the case here. They should have...
We're talking in general.
Oh, okay.
I think you're going too fast. I am going fast, but you are going way too fast. You're getting ahead of yourself. They should not.
They should not.
They should report to who?
Where the instructions is coming from.
Where the instructions are coming from?
Yeah.
Okay, Chair, this is a convenient place to stop.
Do you still have more questions on that, or are you closing it?
I'm not closing it. It's just convenient for the break.
Yes.
But I definitely am staying on this
If
point.
you close that point before going to another one, please, I would need to ask my people.
No problem.
Okay? Thank you. Stand on for 5 minutes.
Yeah, perhaps 10 is more realistic. Yes. Thank you.
10 minutes then.